We're going to talk about how to unlock your secret to success with grit in turbulent times. I'm so excited about this topic. Ever since I started my podcast 5 years ago, I'd love to talk about how to be unstoppable. So let me know your favorite topics and I'll make sure that I cover them in a future episode.
It was the worst year for a lot of us for our mental as well as physical health. So joining us this morning is best-selling author, coach Lisa Goldenthal.
Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa G, your host. You're at the top of your game, yet the game is changing faster than ever. Strategies that got you here aren't the ones that'll keep you here. The pressure is relentless, and the fear of obsolescence looms large. That's why I'm here. Welcome to the new podcast series, Disruptive: How to Be Gritty and Unlock Performance in Business, Mindset, Wellness, and Success to help you master disruption.
Thanks for coming, and we'll see you soon.
We're going to talk about how to unlock your secret to success with grit in turbulent times. I'm so excited about this topic. Ever since I started my podcast 5 years ago, I'd love to talk about how to be unstoppable. So let me know your favorite topics and I'll make sure that I cover them in a future episode. But this one is live on LinkedIn and I will share it with all of you guys. So hello everyone, it's Lisa and I'm live from Kennewick today where it's unseasonably warm. It is like in the 50s. So drop your city and what it's like there in the comments below and let me know, are you joining me live or on the replay? And go ahead and share this with your network if you know anyone who is leading in turbulent times right now. I want to start today with a truth that most leadership gurus are simply too scared to say. Here it is. Adversity doesn't build your character, it exposes it. Do you agree? Drop a yes in the comments. Most CEOs think they'll just rise to the occasion, and that's when the pressure hits. But the truth is, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your systems. So let me know if you're with me on that. Today we're talking about grit, the kind that holds firm even when the dream breaks. So we all watched Lindsey Vonn go for the Olympic dream last night. She was going for it in downhill ski racing, and the difference between a strategic line and a catastrophic injury is exactly 5 inches. Lindsey was 5 inches too tight on her line. She hooked a gate and she crashed and sustained a serious tibia fracture. So I want to know, are you guys watching the Olympics? Let me know in the comments. She didn't get the storybook ending. She didn't make it to the podium, but she's still my hero. Why? Because she said, I stood at the starting gate knowing I had a chance to win, and that was a victory. That right there is Seattle Seahawk grit. Any Seahawk fans out there? It's that Pete Carroll always compete mindset. It's not about the result. It's about the mental architecture that allows you to stand at the gate when the risk is total. And this isn't just a sports metaphor for me. 10 days ago, 5 of my friends were in a horrific accident in Vegas. We went from laughing and having fun to a moment where time literally stopped. I have to be real with you. One of them is still in the hospital fighting. She didn't get her storybook ending yet either. But in the chaos of that hospital and the aftermath, they are all still my heroes. They live with a clarity and a self-leadership that most people never find. They're prepared for life because they live it with intention. I am praying for a total recovery for all of them, and I'm sure they will make it. So please join me in that. But it forces the question, let me ask you, is your leadership prepared for the accident, or are you just hoping for good weather? Drop prepared in the comments if you're prepared. Let's dive into the boss method, training for impact. You don't find grit in a crisis. You bring it with you. Do you agree? Let me know. And that's why the boss method isn't about feelings, it's about architecture. So how do we do it? I'll tell you. We do it with step 1, boost your EQ. You have to regulate your emotions. Do you agree? You have to regulate your nervous system so you don't leak panic and chaos onto your team. That's step 1, EQ, boosting your EQ. Step 2, optimize your energy. This is about protecting your capacity so you have reserve fuel when life hits hard. And we've all been hit hard. Anyone else feeling the disruptions in the last 5 years? And step 3, strengthen your mindset. I've always admired Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality. It's about deciding who you are before the crash happens. And finally, step 4 is self-leadership. You must lead yourself so that your business doesn't depend on your being in a good mood to survive. And then you become the kind of leader that others actually want to follow because you know how to lead yourself first, especially when you're in uncertain times with EQ, energy, mindset, and self-leadership. Here's your action plan. Life is too short to play it safe, but it's too dangerous to play without a system. Do you agree? Whether it's a market shift, a health scare, or a 5-inch mistake on a downhill run, grit is a trained behavior. If you're ready to stop being the chief emotional officer and start building leadership architecture that can withstand the impact, drop the word execute in the comments. I'll send you a link for a private leadership diagnostic. Let me know in the comments, what is the 5-inch risk you're taking right now? Let's talk in the comments later. I'm Lisa G. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in the arena.